I feel like you don't have enough room. Check, check. Table's kind of wobbly. Oh, I bet I know what beer it was. That's what I'm talking about. Here, wait.
Hey, stop moving. We just framed it all up.
I know, but.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to another week of Shelfies. I'm Turd. This is
The beer guy.
And we're going to jump right into it. Our first beer we're featuring today is, well, it used to be kind of like a trade beer. It used to be a line beer. But now, because there's a general store, it's a Shelfie. So it's from Tired Hands Brewing Company. And it's a Shelfie from Tired Hands Brewing Company.
Is it a Shelfie only in PA, though,
Only
correct?
in PA and only at that store.
Okay.
But you can buy Tired Hands hop hands 7 days a week, 11 to 10, I think, or 11 to 9 p.m.
So that's
every
like
day.
basically what amounts to a core beer for them. They brew it all the time. Kind of
Exactly.
like Hetty Topper
Yeah.
is the same thing at the Alchemist.
Exactly.
Where now you can buy
but
it
not
all the
only
time.
is it a core beer, it's a core Shelfie.
Shelfie, there it is.
Which is really cool for people who are in Pennsylvania or even people here in Maryland who
It's only, what,
don't live
a
so
couple
far.
hours away?
Yeah, 2 hours away. We had a lot of traffic yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
talk about
Kara and I went and we got to try the mixture between the orange juice and the hop hands, which they call mimosa hands.
Right.
Because they were doing their brunch. And that's what this is right here. What did you think of this?
I thought it was terrific. I mean, the orange juice really makes it pop. It's already got a nice citrusy note to it anyway, so
Yeah, you're right.
It really brings that out.
Personally-
And it's personally breakfast, man.
Personally, I like it just hop hands by itself.
Well, we're
and
on
hop
camera.
hands is a pale ale with all oats and a mixture of different American hops.
One?
It's around 5.5%. Yeah. And it's got this great, like, citrusy, creamy aroma. Like, it's weird to say something has a creamy aroma, but it has, like, a creamy, soft aroma. And then it's got this nice bitterness to pull it all together. It's a tad citrusy.
That's where the balance of the front end of the orange juice comes in, because this has nice
I mean,
on the finish. This is great.
If a brewery's making a core Shelfie that's this good, it's probably gonna be a brewery that's gonna be around for a while. So I'm a Tired Hands fanboy. It's probably my favorite brewery in terms of just beer alone.
So how does it work, though? Do you buy individual cans, or can you
allowed
buy
to
like
buy
a 4-pack
2 4-packs per person per day.
per day? Okay.
So I had Kara with me, so I got her allotment of hop hands yesterday. But they also have bottles.
You can buy orange juice anywhere.
Yeah.
Just so throwing that out there.
Well, they have 7 different bottles, I think, for sale. So
Okay.
most of them are aged at least a year and a half. That means they have 3 different spots in one location in Ardmore, Pennsylvania, which is really cool. So you could have the brew cafe, you could hit up the fermentaria, and then now at the general store you could do a little
So
shopping.
when they do line releases, though, is it going to be there, or is that
Still at the fermentaria.
fermentaria?
Yeah. To be able to hit all 3 of those spots, like in
right?
one day,
Because you
which
can get
basically what I
growler
did.
fills at the fermentaria, right? And all that
You can get
stuff.
growler fills at both the brew cafe
Yeah,
and the
so-
firm,
yeah,
and then
that's
buy
great.
cans and a couple aged bottles from the general store. Next up on Shelfies, we have a Persian Lime Goza, brewed with Persian lime, and it's from our buddies at Two Roads.
We were just here a couple weeks ago,
Yeah, we just featured them.
and
the
this
other
just
day.
came to market last week, actually, right after I was up there. It
Yeah.
hit that Friday when I was up there.
Shout out to MBDC. I saw a lot of posts on a lot of local beer groups about this beer. Man, this is
This
fantastic.
is so good.
It's like literally biting into a salted lime.
They call it the tanker series because right outside the brewery, they have like a milk truck, and that's where they sour it, and then they pump it into can. It's really cool.
That's
the brewery,
awesome.
if you're ever in Connecticut going up 95 and you hit traffic, which you will, and you want a good place to stop, go there because it's a great tour. Awesome.
Shout out Clem.
Clam, Megan, our friend Megan, everybody else at Two Roads, thanks for the hospitality last week.
Next up on Shelfies, we have a beer that I have not had until today, and it's an American Red Ale from Denizens Brewing Company.
Right.
Breaking
Basically,
news on
breaking
Shelfies.
news, yeah, in Anne Arundel County.
In Anne Arundel County, this is the first independently owned liquor store to carry Denizens, which is a really big deal. I've been seeking out these beers for a while at Wine Source in downtown Crown. So these beers in cans have been available for I think
while
a year
up
and a
in
half,
Montgomery
or
County, yeah.
at least a year and a half. The beer we're trying today is this American Red, though, and it's what's it called again? It's
Called Big Red Norm. Whoa! Hey, it's Julie from Denizens. How did that even happen? How did you even know? You heard us talking about it, and you just appeared magically.
How are you, Rob?
Yeah.
Good. How are you?
We are really excited to have your product here in this county in general, but specifically here at Whitey's Liquors. I've been trying to find this beer all over the place for a while, in between Wine Source and Downtown Crown. So it's really cool to have a more central location like Whitey's to have this product. So
yeah, we're happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much. And this is the one we're trying right now is the Big Red Norm. We already poured one out for you.
There you go. So tell us a little bit about this beer.
Cheers. So this is American Red Ale. What makes it American is it's a little bit hoppier, got a little bit more booze in it than a typical amber. Comes in at 6.8%. Got a lot of blackberry, sort of piney, caramel type flavors that come
Caramel
into
or
it.
caramel?
Yeah.
No.
Either one.
Yeah, this is.
Whatever flavor
I
you
really
get.
like this. This is like, you get that just a touch of that blackberry, which is makes it really interesting and different. So how did the name come about?
So Big Red Norm is actually named after the unofficial mayor of Silver Spring, which is where our brewery is located. He basically was a town drunk back in the 70s and 80s. He used to hang out in this alleyway that was right near this nursery, and he would pull flowers out of the dumpsters and hand them off to the ladies and just chit chat with people throughout the day.
Stuff.
Super classy.
Yeah, great
and
guy.
and actually after he passed away, somebody, I assume it was a person who had some wealth, because they built a bronze bust to honor him.
Oh, nice. That's
And
cool.
it sits in the alleyway and tells sort of his life story, and it's right in downtown Silver Spring. So
That's cool.
our brewery's there. We had to name a beer after him. So
Yeah, right,
this is
for sure.
this is our hat tip to Norman Lane.
Very cool.
Yeah,
So-
this is fantastic for me. The caramel, even as it warms, it becomes even more smooth as it goes. Like this is fantastic.
Thank you.
And you don't see a lot of red ales either,
don't.
which is what makes this unique,
Yeah.
So it's a nice core beer for everybody out there.
What's the ABV?
6.8.
6.8.
Yep. Denizens was founded in the summer of 2014. In fact, our third year anniversary is next month on July 15th.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are doing a party for that?
We're throwing a huge party. It's going to be an adult carnival. So it's going to be a little risque. We're going to have some burlesque jugglers and stilt walkers and a dunk tank that we're raising
Count
money.
me in.
Yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, so that you can get tickets on our website to go to it, but it's like $20, gets you in the door, gets you your first beer, you get popcorn throughout the day,
And 3 years is a nice cornerstone, so
it is a nice-
congratulations
thank
on
you.
that. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
Yeah, it helps you sort of when you start a small business. 3 years is kind of the magic number where you can kind of. I'm not saying completely breathe a sigh of relief, but
You feel like you're getting.
you feel like you're finally getting your feet a little bit more under you. So. But yeah, so we started 3 years ago, right in downtown Silver Spring. I was born and raised in Silver Spring, so I was really happy to be able to start this business here. I opened it up with my brother-in-law, Jeff Ramirez, and my wife, Emily Bruno, and we are the owner-operators of the company.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So family-owned, family-run business, which is really cool, and that's what Rob's all about in terms of local craft beer.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I love hearing stories like that. The whole craft brewing thing to me is all about family and all about stories and all about community. So
I fully
love
agree.
it. So
Thank you.
that's great. This is the Bohemian.
Yep, the Born Bohemian Czech Pilsner. Yeah, so this is another one of our flagships. It comes in at 4.9%. So Czech in style. It's got a little bit more backbone to it than, say, a German Pils or an American Pils. It's got some toastiness to it. We really make this true to style. So Czech Saaz hops, we soften the water profile to try to make it as close to the water source that you would get in the Czech Republic.
Right.
In fact, the lager yeast strain that we use comes from the family of the Pilsner Urquell.
Oh, very nice.
Wow.
So we
cool.
really try to make it as true to style as possible.
And
Real
then this
crisp. It's a
is
good summer beer.
The
What
Lord
about
Baltimore.
what about the name though for the Czech?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
it's also another term for Czech Pilsner is a Bohemian style Pilsner. So we called it Born Bohemian, kind of celebrating all the Bohemians and all of us.
There you go. That's
Nice.
awesome.
And then
Yes,
Style
Steve.
extra special bitter. It's like you say that 5 times fast. So the name of that beer is Lois Lord. We actually named that beer after the founder of Maryland, George Calvert, who, for those of you who know your Maryland history, was the first Baron of Baltimore. And if you're looking at English royalty, the Baron is actually the lowest level of ruling lord, hence the name Lois Lord. So that's our ESB.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's a little more sessionable compared to the others.
Oh yeah. Well, not the Pilsner's 4.9. It's definitely more sessionable than the red.
Yeah.
It's 5.3%. You get a lot of biscuit. I actually think that this ESB. This is just my personal thoughts on it. We sell it both in draft and cans. I actually prefer the way it tastes coming out of the cans over drafts. I can't really explain to you why that is. I just do.
Right.
But yeah, it's very well balanced. It's got some hoppiness, but it also has that malty backbone. It doesn't blow you away in either direction. It's just an easy drinking beer. I like to describe it as a beer that tastes like beer. For those of you who know me or have seen me around, I am very politically active. I advocate as often as I can for small businesses and the beer industry in general. But Emily and I actually used to work in politics. In fact, we met working on a presidential campaign in the early 2000s. So,
Oh, nice.
It kind of tells our story as people that there is sort of this like political thing going on in the logo.
Nice.
You know, the way we approach, beer festivals, events, the experience you feel as a customer coming into our tap room.
Right.
Which our tap room's open 7 days a week in Silver Spring.
It's beautiful too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We just try to make it a relaxed atmosphere. So you walk in and everyone's
awesome.
the same. So
And
we've been actually barrel aging sours right out of the gate. Part of the initial equipment purchase was a bunch of barrels. So we threw some wort in there, and we do mixed fermentation. We also do 100% Brett beers.
Nice.
We actually partner with the University of Maryland to help us grow some of our bacteria strains as well as some of our Brett strains.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. They actually have a graduate program that focuses on fermentation science. And
And they're doing a lot now with Tom from Milk House with the hops and stuff. So that's
it's
awesome
really-
that they're getting involved.
University
really
of Maryland's
big
doing a
time.
lot of stuff, really cool stuff for the local breweries. Yeah, so they bank and grow our stuff, and what's cool about it is that as a business for us, it's a little bit cheaper for us to buy it back from them. So it's
Right.
more affordable, and then the students get real life experience working with commercially used yeast and bacteria strains.
Wow.
So University of Maryland gets to give back to the community. So it's
That's
a
great.
really
That's
cool
awesome.
partnership. We make tons of sours. We've actually put out probably about 30 different sours and Brett beers since we opened.
Wow.
We usually have at least one or two on tap at the tap room at any given point. And every year to celebrate that style of beer, our third annual Make It Funky Fest is coming up this fall on September 30th.
It puts smiles on our faces.
Like, smiles on a lot of people's faces. But yeah, no, we do that every year, and we invite.
In September, you said?
September 30th is a Saturday. We invite breweries from not only locally and around Maryland and DC and Virginia, but also from around the country. Crooked Stave and Avery come out as
Crooked
well.
Stave?
Yes, they've come out every year, and they're coming out again this year.
Wow. I'm super excited for all the things that you guys have going on, and excited for how far you've come
Thank you.
in just 3 years.
It's great.
I mean, the beer is fantastic. I mean, I'm a huge fan. So
Thank you.
And it's an honor to have you on the show. So thank
No,
you
this
so
is
much,
great.
Julie.
Appreciate it, Curtis.
Thank you so much.
Thank
yeah.
you so
Yep.
much.
Thank
So
you, Rob.
we're gonna take a hiatus next week.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break.
We're gonna take a break. You've seen enough of us.
Yeah, you've seen enough of me and Rob. So have a happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to everybody.
Enjoy your family. Enjoy your beers.
Yeah, and in 2 weeks we're gonna have Monument City Brewing
They're
Company.
back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those guys
They're
make
back.
some good beers.
Yeah, those guys are
really
great
good.
guys. Too.
Oh, you had a chance to try the hop hands from Tired Hands. What did you think of that?
Let me try it again. It smells great. Yeah, I mean, it definitely drinks like a sort of New England style pale ale. Looks like it at least, and smells like it. Tastes like it.
Do you guys think about doing one of those? Like everybody?
No. Listen, Jeff is the brewer. I run the sales, so
Okay.
I can't really speak for him. I can tell you that he grew up in this industry. He's been doing it for over a decade, brewing professionally. He's a traditionalist. I can't imagine him making New England style, just because it goes against everything that he's learned as a brewer in his whole career. But who knows? I don't,
Yeah.
maybe. But
Yeah, you never know. People like to do stuff for fun
Yeah.
and see how it works.
If I was a betting person, though, I would bet
Say
no.
no.
We're at 1115 East West Highway in Silver Spring, Maryland, and we're 5 blocks from the Metro in Silver Spring.
We'll see you in a couple weeks with the guys from Monument.
Cheers.
See ya.